like trying to just play for the win. They didn't realize like how much kills would actually matter. And in that first game, they just sort of camped their life, tried to make it to the very end, and they realized, no, you need to rack up kills. Like the teams in here, they're very good. These teams that are striving to get this victory, they're not looking for top 10. They're not looking for top 5. They're trying to win, and they're racking up kills. If you want to compete, you have to be in the mix. You have to be making plays. So I expect teams today to pick up that pace a little bit.
This is so dope. Shout out to the production team. As you can see, the best players from around the planet all dropping in to Al Mazrah right now. You can see we've got Team FIFA Kill there in the middle. You got Team Aydan in the top left. I can see Lennon from Team Juki's in the mix here. Of course, on the far right, Unrational and Noobs, two of the teams that were able to pick up dubs yesterday. A lot of squads to choose from, chat, so let us know which screen do you want to go full with first. And Nameless, I gotta ask, where do you think has been the hot drop after watching day 1 of Season 5?
I feel like everybody has their own like spots, you know. We saw some quarry drops yesterday, and FIFA Kills team, we saw them go into Fortress a lot, but I like the Observatory and the Hydro drop. And here we go once again, as I called out, back to Fortress. They have their spot. If it ain't broke, Puckett, don't fix it.
Absolutely.
Go back to the Fortress.
Shout out to my guy, Harris JG10 was the first to give me a player. He said, FIFA kill, please. Well, here's your FIFA kill. The man who has some of the best comms in the game. One of the best in-game leaders who has the shot to back it up. But it's the brain that kind of separates him from a lot of the competition.
So what I'm curious today is, like, obviously everybody that was in these lobbies, they saw where people were dropping, how they were finding success. If they adjust their drops, and if maybe FIFA Kills team has another team to deal with here, because for the most part in their drops towards Fortress, there was maybe one team max that they had to deal with. They would wipe them pretty quick, and then they would loot up and be kitted the rest of the game. So I'm interested to see if teams adjust maybe their drops, try new spots today.
Because what's kind of incredible is they had 5 of their 6 games, they finished top 10. The one game they didn't finish top 10, they finished top 46. So they got blown out right away, maybe lost some gulags or just died upon landing coming back to Earth. But across the board, 5 top 10s, and in those 5 games, they all averaged over 20 kills as a trio.
Yeah, that's
so
nuts.
Ridiculous performances, consistency-wise. We'll see if they can bring it into day 2.
Yeah, that's absolutely nuts. And you can see right here, they left Fortress almost immediately, headed over to grab the chopper here at airport. We didn't see too many fights over here. I think maybe because it's a little open, not too much loot, and these fights can be very stressful, but a little bit of a different start here for them. They're on the move rather than staying Fortress.
We're going with the chopper. This is something we saw from Team Tommy, playing alongside Almond and Noobs all yesterday.
Yeah,
here's your first engagement of the night here for Team FIFA Kill. Do they decide to battle? It doesn't look like. Let's go over to Unrational, who's already getting mixy, and you can see they were able to pick up 2 kills. Looking for the third. Actually, the team wipe does come through, Nameless.
Team wipe comes through. That's a great start. Picking up your loadout weapons as well. Got a decent amount of money. You're spending it, grabbing some UAVs. They do need some plates. We can see Unrational's fresh out. But you have the chopper, time to reposition. You just hit that stronghold. You have the UAV popped on that stronghold. You see nobody over here, so gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Maybe try to check out Saeed City, find a couple of kills.
There is no spectator mode here tonight. You can see it in the World Series of Warzone. Awesome new tools being worked on by our friends at Activision. Of course, though, all of our players will be featured. We'll be able to take their individual perspectives, and you too can check out your player streams. Go drop a follow, a sub for anyone who impresses you with their gunning tonight.
Yeah, he's gonna try and get an angle.
Absolutely, this is a stressful situation already. Blood red one shot, 2 players down below. Once again, that UAV with that bird's eye gives you an advance. You can see one on the roof there just hiding. They do have the advantage here, though. They are on the roof. They do have their loadouts. And that camo, I mean,
lethal here.
Dude, that camo's stressing me out, though. I'm not gonna lie, my eyes are going crazy.
Man is dialed in. Breaks one shield. Has that knowledge from the previous UAV, but the UAV is now done. What do you do here, Nameless? Do you make the move, or with higher ground, you're comfortable? Looks like they decide it's time to get going.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you push here. You have your loadouts. You have that advanced UAV. I think you should have pushed maybe a little bit before when that UAV was still popped. But now they wait, a little bit of indecision. You have to be quick with these decisions here in Warzone, and now you lost them. So it gets a little bit suspect here. As you only have 2 players now on this roof. One still on the first floor. It looks like the other team they were fighting evaded and kind of dipped out.
And I see a head on the top of the roof, and they do too now. Do they decide to engage and give away their position? That's the question. It looks like the answer is yes.
I'm gonna come to you.
You don't want to chase, right? There's a difference between pushing and chasing, right? That was a great push that they just had there with that UAV pop. If they decide to push this team now that's repositioned on that roof, then that would indeed be chasing, and potentially you lose that fight. So we'll see how that plays out. We went on over here to Von Bot sitting in the drone. We saw a lot of drones yesterday. Didn't put to good use.
The recon drone giving you all the info. Aydan in an early gulag. And he's got the shots to win it. Oak Boy sent packing.
Yeah, I mean, that was just an absolute laser beam. Aydan said, yep, gulag, that's just a free kill for me. I like gulags.
Here's your boys, Nameless. All right, what did Slack tell you about day 2? What's the strap for the squad?
Yeah, so yesterday they said they were playing a little bit too much for the win. And it was just naturally not playing out that well. They also said, Slack and App both said this, that Blast was way too turnt and making bad calls. So today they told Blast, can he play a little bit more chill and not make the calls? So a little bit of a in-game leader change for the squad here today, and they're going to try to rack up some more kills early on. So that's what we're seeing at the moment.
Shout out to a first-time chatter. We got FOK Loca saying Brazilian players is the best. Well, we're going to see some Brazilian representatives at the World Series of Warzone in London. So let us know who are the players to look out for. Meanwhile, we're watching Spartan's perspective picks up the quick one on Jama. And it looks like the Europeans are looking for more.
Team Nobu Spartan yesterday finishing a respectable 17th place, racking in 64 total points. So in that top 20, playing great so far, picking up some kills and stacked up together playing that buddy system. Oh no, it's getting stressful. Almost hit the turn and burn, and that's Louis CM's team and Vapular. We just saw them. Yeah, that was that fight, that long fight that we saw where they were pushing. They ended up chasing. Looks like Louis CM getting the best of them.
We're over to Intex Brolic, and Believe was leading the team in frags. This team Brolic was able to finish in your top 10. Also, I believe challenging for that final round win.
Nice.
And Zepti goes down. So another rough start here for Team Huskerrs.
Yeah.
They weren't able to get anything going. Maddie Zepti playing alongside Huskerrs for the first time, at least that we've seen in a minute.
Yeah, and Huskerrs and co, they kept landing in the caves yesterday. Looks like they switched it up on Hydro. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the top 10 Brolic squad and ended up getting taken out. But here we go, Chris. The fights that I've been waiting to watch in the O, as I like to call it, Observatory. They have the UAV pop, FIFA kill up top, Oak taking some damage. They're looking to engage.
And he's not able to get in. So those shots are going to slow him down. Let's go over to Brax's perspective. He was leading the team in frags for the first 4 drops, and there you see FIFA in third party is going to be dropped. So it's going to be Brax working with Oak. These two could get it done in a 2v3, but this is going to be tough. It's rated on the other side of this gunfight.
Oh yeah, that's a very tough fight. And look at the kills that they have. They already are sitting on 8 with a potential gulag kill here. It's very important that Oak dips up out of there and tries to play his life. But I think they may have gotten teamed. I didn't see the last kill come on in, but looking at how easy that they're looting here, I think they did clean up Oak.
They had to have. He was in that same area if you're looking at a mini-map, and they just got swarmed on. Adrian rated and Aydan. Always on the move. 3 kills on Aydan. I didn't see what Raiden's at, but I believe this team is already pushing double digits.
Yeah, money's on the line. Who do you expect to pop off? None other than Rated and Aydan. I mean, these guys I've seen so many times just light up lobbies, and that's a way to make a statement game 1, huh? Take out FIFA kills team.
Brax goes down in the gulag. Lenzo is the player on the other side that takes him out. We go over to FIFA kill. His turn.
Oh no.
And he says, I lost my gulag. He's already calling it after that early grenade. He knows he's done. No. Ken's Rosie handed him the business. So, Team FIFA kill, a squad that finished in your top 10 5 different times, down to their final player, Oak.
Looks like he already got out and bought one back. That's absolutely massive for the team. Like I said, they have a decent amount of kills, but the pressure is on. Mortar Strike is inbound, and that's going to force FIFA to fly to a different location. So continuing to spread them thin, this lobby.
Yeah, they made sure, though, that they had players with enough cash. FIFA will be able to immediately buy Brax if he's able to land near that buy zone. Oak just trying to stay alive, give his teammates a little bit to work with.
He's not hurt. He ran.
Yeah, so seeing the amount of money that also Brax has, honestly, Chris, if you're Oak, I think you can kind of rat and play for kills here. You don't have to completely just camp. I think you can maneuver this and play for a couple kills, try to spread some of these teams thin, and that'll allow FIFA and Brax to sort of reset. If Oak can elong this fight, but looks like he's disengaging the other team and doesn't want to fight anyway.
Yep. Get your taps.
Desmond's team on your screen playing alongside Crowder and Nico. Remember, this is Crowder's perspective, and this team opened things up with the first map win. But when we looked at the total, they had like 8 kills, so a 16-point performance in all, and that kind of surprised us because you look at these individuals, all capable of getting 8 kills individually.
Yeah, I mean, that might work out in the solo YOLO, but not in this. You need some kills for that multiplier. Some great players in here. And it looks like a completely different style of play today. 3 kills on Crowder already with 100 left in the lobby and more on the UAV. We'll check them out in a bit.
The last hope here for Team FIFA kill.
Oh no. He's really far from that flag.
And I think he's just got a big delay on Nameless. Here's the player on his left. Goes for the chow. Headshots are there, and it's going to be another win by one of the top fraggers in the tournament. Our leader on day number 1 with 45 kills.
Listen, Chris, do you think that that hair, like, that's a routine, or is it just straight natural?
There's no product in there, Nameless. I think that's all natural gamer hair right there.
Okay, I got a different type of hair, so I don't know how it works.
Chat, let us know. How does that work? We ain't curly like that.
It's kind of just like propped up. That's why I'm asking. Like, I can't even see the headset.
It's got the float. Yeah, that's good. Great point. The Astros are invisible on this guy.
Invisible. But he's back. All right, so still, what are we headed into? Third circle, and there's 100 people left in the lobby. So we've seen a decent amount of action, but, you know, yesterday we saw there was like 70 people by second circle. So a couple of teams opting to stay a little bit still here and let it play out. Could just be the way the circle is, but FIFA Kill, their squad has been on the move all game long.
And this is the craziest thing on your screen right now is the fact that there's a number 1 underneath that skull. Only 1 kill on Tommy as 11 teams are eliminated. You wonder who's picking up the frags on this squad, or are they purely focusing on placement here for the first drop of the day, just trying to go for a safe score?
Yeah, it could be a game script thing, the way that it's played out, like we said. It also seems like how they're playing this, the line is pulling straight through Observatory, which, by the way, is a mountain, and they are going to try to hold people behind them. So this could get dicey real quick as he's fighting players. He's running up a ladder. I thought that was a pistol. A submachine gun hip fire going to take Tommy out.
All right, so Tom is down, but Altman's still in. And that was Tommy's gunfight. Here's Allman's perspective. Was able to go for the finish on the third. Now has just 1 player to beat up top.
If you want.
Yeah, there's players rotating in as well. Looks like the player up top has Ghost or a stealth vest because he wasn't popping up in the UAV. And this is a 2v1. How do they approach this? You just fly at him?
He's inner.
Looks like they're just going to fly at him.
I have tracker.
They're looking for this sneaky beaver. They went for the double chow up top. Instead, Zenx had snuck down to the second level, and they will find him. That's the team wipe. Tommy, he'll eventually be rejoining the squad as they look to get back to full force. But again, if you're looking for teams to win on day number 2, Tommy Noobs and Allman always in that mix. Let's go back over to Team FIFA Kill. Brax and FIFA up. Oak is down for the moment.
Come back.
My goodness, this tracking's crazy. Finds a couple of kills here inside of the smoke. There's players below them and up top. So much verticality in this area of the map. Trying to get over towards that buy station to get the teammate back. But they have to get him back. Okay, so he buys him back, and now you just gotta lay down shots. Let him drop and try to get that loot.
Above. Next to me.
Listening to the comms. FIFA Kill trying to lead the team here.
We just need to say hi, bro.
Yeah. Let me get some ammo here.
Armor here.
Looks like ammo's a bit of an issue here, Nameless. Not comfortable taking a long gunfight.
Yeah, you don't have too much ammo, and you don't have enough to buy a munitions box. And there's players everywhere here lurking. No UAV pop. This is a sketchy situation. The good news is everybody's live. And also, you're in circle. So you can see FIFA Kill immediately, without even commenting, it just decides, I want none of this. I'm going to the highest point in this area, and I'm getting information. And that's exactly what he does while putting down damage. This is what a leader does. He's making the right plays.
And here goes the drill charge. Can it go and finish that player? Not quite, but he's going to be able to build a little bit of distance. Calls it out to Oak, who gets the new angle. And the trio, they don't have a ton of money, but they are starting to pile it up on an individual to make some moves if they need to. Remember that buy site right behind them.
They have like premium location right here. All those guys, you see the circle just pulled, the 4, they all have to rotate in. So FIFA Kill, he's just gonna farm right now with his teammates behind him.
I was gonna say, how do you average 20 kills per top 10 finish? Well, you play like this. You keep the high ground, you spot the players down low, and you crash in as a squad. Look at the beams from FIFA. Players still behind the bush somehow survives the first gunfight.
Yeah, I mean, he's at high ground forever. Just building to cover to rock. And speaking of which, there's another team here. So they're essentially going for that third party. Didn't really need to jump down to this rock, but decides to go for it anyway.
Can't see him.
Brax did stay up, it looks like. So they're going to let FIFA get super aggressive. Brax is going to stay near that buy to bring him back.
I think it's the ghosted kid.
He falls.
I jumped away there.
How do you on that?
That's a good play, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, Oak's up top, just staying alive. FIFA's trying to.
These guys are playing chess, bro. This is not a checkers game of Warzone for Team FIFA Kill.
Yeah, and, you know, I hadn't heard them comment, but effectively what they're doing is like, Oak just making sure nobody reflanks and takes the positioning on them as well, right? So they have layers right now. This is beautiful.
One. Could be weaker. Fuck. Oh, he's running into my running.
I'm gonna play the buy with you. I'm coming to play the buy.
Oak was taken down, so that team we saw earlier making their way to the top of the mountain and causing problems. Brax says, I can't help you, buddy. I'm out of here, going to the lower buy zone. Let's cut our screens back over to the Frenchman.
Still sitting on 3 kills. Just playing their life here. 73 people left in this lobby. It's going to be an absolutely epic ending. Looks like they're pretty central right now. And they're being hunted, so they're just trying to stay alive, trying to get that free UAV up out of there.
Blink sees somebody trying to let the team know, and CJ making that call out. Will the rest of the squad try and get an angle? I don't think this team's going anywhere anytime soon, Nameless.
No, I think they're chilling. They must have a decent amount or something that they're comfortable with. So they're just trying to hang out, get some information, waiting on that next circle.
If we can, let's keep bouncing around to a few other squads in action, as even if those shots do connect, you're not going to be able to do enough damage for it really to count towards your scoreboard. Here's our guy Lennon. This one always in action, even when his teammates beg him not to. Lennon making some aggressive plays on day number 1. Team Juki's still able to finish in your top 10, though, due to a lot of his slaying in those early rounds.
They're being held. They're being held. Have to drop the smokes to try to get on through. Stressful situation. And there's a freebie. That guy's pretty angry.
Yep, and that was Oak. So that was Team FIFA Kill on rotation.
Yeah, that was when they killed Oak up tops. All right, so there's going to be an epic battle here. A 2v2. The precision comes on in. You still have to rotate. Keep that in mind. No gas mask on Lennon right now. So backs against the wall. He's going to have to finesse his way out.
They're third on the day. Juki's and Lennon playing with Scummin. That is user 69220066.
That's a good eye there. You do have 2020.
And you can hear everywhere they go, there's explosions, there's gunfire, there is chaos all around them, Nameless.
Yeah, whatever you do here, you kind of have to do together. He just found a revived pistol just sitting on the table. That's beautiful. So the smokes go out, trying to get to some positioning here. Lennon making a move for it. We're going to switch on over to Scummin. Always a great perspective to see. He plays as aggressive as you can in Warzone, and that's what'll happen.
Well, too much fall damage on the way down, it looked like. Maybe caught him off guard or just wasn't able to get that first bullet he was hoping for. It was Brax, the player from Team FIFA Kill, waiting for him down low.
Yeah, a lot of people just dropped. We were sitting at 73, and now we're down to 47. So people are dropping like flies. Some people just floating in the air. Lennon opted not to take that shot. And he has $0.
That's good, right?
Yeah. I mean,
late in the game.
It's fantastic with the buy
7
station right there.
plates, some guns. $0. You're all right. Let's go over to our friend Nico, Desmond, and Crowder. This is Nico Infinite's perspective. If you want to check him out over on twitch.tv.
You guys stay alive. He's got that durable. Crowder going to be full killed. No buy station in sight. 2 men in a dream here trying to make it happen.
Nice.
He shot him with the res pistol.
Give me a minute, give me a minute.
Up. Oh no.
I was just scrolling through some of our scoreboards to see if
Damn,
there's
nice
any
fucking
real
try, bro.
surprises. It's going to be a question of who finishes at the
Like,
top
I
of the
almost got so
frags.
bad,
That's
and then,
Team
like,
Super Evan
when I got
coming
close, I
storming
fucking
through,
knew.
handing Team Crowder a top 20 placement.
Much better. Much better.
There we go. Team Super Evan making waves today, staying alive, and somehow, some way, the fisticuffs are out. FIFA Kill is still alive, just surviving for the placement at this point.
All right, top 16 for Team FIFA Kill will be their second lowest placement of their 7 drops. We go over to Team Breadman. And Breadman, well, you're the only hope. It looks like Valid Hands and Limax out for the moment.
Dude, I've like Breadman at the end of every game we hopped in on him, he's never had his loadout. He's had a sniper yesterday. He's got the default pistol. Like, he's just been in a tough spot.
Dude's been fighting an uphill battle. Let's go over to some players holding high ground.
They gotta rotate though. It's not
This
great.
is Spartan and crew, and already it looks like CJ was taken down.
Yeah, this is not great. There's a portable buy station there. He has money. Yeah, they're just getting held to. And here goes Blast.
Blast!
Oh my God.
He gets aggressive. He gets some knocks, but he can't get the finish. We go over to Apathy, his teammate's perspective, and Blast still in the fight, so you'll see how Apathy reacts to it.
I mean, granted, Blast did get a kill and just make that guy one shot.
Here.
Yeah, he has no armor. See, those are the comms though, Chris, that can mess your team up.
People already shooting this guy.
Just
You heard
pushing,
that?
he's absolute, causing some panic, and then Apathy not prepared for multiple players up above. He's in trouble. Slacked is going to take his time, falling from the sky, hoping to get his team into the top 5. That will be the next metric. If you're looking for the multiplier, it goes from a 0.16 for top 10 to a 1.8 rather.
These guys on the hill shoot me. I got
Yeah,
For
that's
top 5.
massive. That's massive. That 1.8 is huge. You know, we just went over the scores. It can change your whole tournament. But here we go. Look at this circle. This is nightmare fuel if you've ever needed it.
Skullface's squad on screen. Skull with the new graphics package, as you highlighted yesterday, looking good. Rios is going to get it back up on his feet, and Soka is fully plated. So the trio making it into your top 5 with only 8 players left in the lobby. This could be the team to beat.
Could be the team to beat. I mean, they're kitted up. Full health, by the way. Not taking much damage at all. Comms are flowing in.
2 more teams to go, Nameless. They've got one beamed up. Empathy down. Let's go, Team Skullface. Team Hisoka. They open things up with a 19-kill performance. You multiply that by 2, you're just under the 40 bomb to open the day. 38 points and drop number 1 in our race to 150.
You want to talk about getting fired up, Chris? That fired me up. Those guys were absolutely hype. That's the type of energy you have to bring when there's money on the line, man. Shout out Team Skullface.
Squad was dialed in. Their shots were pure. They had the high ground. They played the position.